Hey there guys, and welcome to another Factorio Reddit Weekly. We are looking at the top post for the last week as always, and we're just going to hop right into it. I do hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving though, if you do celebrate it. Mine was pretty nice, some awesome food and such, as always. But let's jump right in. So, PSA, don't tell people to try and solve it yourself. This is a pretty long post, but basically, what this person is getting at is that it can be actually a detriment to, like, if someone posts asking a question or like asking how to build something and the answers are just build it, like figure it out yourself, it'll be more fun. That's can sometimes be a detriment because, like, if you're truly stuck, you're just going to become frustrated and then not even enjoy the process and learning, and may not even learn it at all because you're just so frustrated with it and can't get past it. Like, it can definitely be a detriment. And that's pretty much what this post goes over. A more apt piece of advice would be teach other people principles rather than handing them solutions, which is this. So, you know, kind of like the old saying, old adage, you know, that you can give a man a fish and he'll eat for a day, or you can teach a man to fish and he'll eat for a lifetime. That's a paraphrase, I'm pretty sure, but like that. So is you need to teach people. If someone asks for help, you give them principles, but you don't just give them a solution, but you also don't just say, you know, don't give them anything and just be like, well, just solve the whole thing yourself, it'll be more fun. Because that can definitely lead to some problems or people just giving up entirely. Well, exactly. So this person pretty much just said what I said. Solving things on your own is usually the best way to learn, through air all the caveats and purposes of a good design. Well, I appreciate that sentiment. It sounds like some people are just trying to get rid of you with it. Yeah. So that's pretty interesting. I think that this person has a very good point. After a few trial and errors, I made a Factorio splitter, which is super awesome. It looks like this is actually made out of metal, like not even 3D printed. This actually looks like solid metal, potentially. I like how it's kind of like they threw in the rust and kind of some silver paint here to make it look worn. That is really, really cool. Nice little keychain. If it is actually all metal, it actually would be fairly heavy, I'd imagine. Oh, okay, so it is actually 3D print. Wow, it really looked metal. Damn. That is impressive. That is really cool. Maybe we can win this time as a community. So this is the Steam Awards thing for the Most Fun with a Machine award, which I think is pretty appropriate for sure. Let's see. Most Fun with a Machine award, then. I hope we don't split votes like last year. Yeah, I think last year people ended up splitting votes, which kind of screwed things up a little bit for us. Suggestion to new belt graphics, barriers and offloading. This is really cool. So this is the new devs proposition, new devs versus proposition. Now this one is the devs idea, and then this one is theirs, like a little offloading thing here. And then barriers, which I think would be awesome. You can see a barrier there. I think this would actually add a ton. And I really hope the devs take something like something like this into consideration, because really it does seem a bit like if they're going to the trouble to make them look raised and stuff like that, and how they do the side loading and the like with the underground belts, how when you side load onto an underground belt, if you saw on the Friday Facts where they like cut out a slit for it, if they're going to put that much detail in, I feel like they should at least do something like this, because it obviously doesn't make sense if you have a transport belt like this that clearly runs on top and then goes back underneath, that the items won't fall off at the end of it, even though the belt's still moving. So having some sort of barrier like this would be really cool. And I think that, like, this particular graphic actually fits in very well. Yeah, so pretty much what I said. Really gets the point across. The items will stop and not fall off the end. The join belts, yeah, I mean, either one. This one, I don't entirely see what they're doing. Is it just like a little ramp or something? Actually extremely cool. Yeah, I mean, I think this would be awesome. Factorio just hit 100,000 followers on Twitch. That's huge, dude. That is amazing. That's almost as many people as on the subreddit. Now, automate followers to 1 million. There is a terms of service. That would be a violation of terms of service for sure on Twitch. But considering this is one of those games that's not that great to watch, but insanely fun to play, this is not bad. Yeah, it's really, that's actually really impressive. Factorio now available in Australia again. Woohoo! Oh my goodness, though, dude. I feel so bad for people in Australia. They have to pay so much. $42? Okay, well, that answers this question. Is 42 Australian dollars equal to 20 US dollars? That's an insane difference. It's more like 30 if you include currency transfer. It's just a standard Australian software market. It costs a lot to ship those bits to our island. Yes, yeah, the game is $30 now. A lot of stuff is way more expensive in Australia, though, for sure. It's 10:45 p.m. All Thanksgiving relatives have finally left. Everyone is asleep. You know the drill. Perfect. I love it. Have a nice Thanksgiving meal and then hop on to some Factorio. Dude, where's my car? Oh, this is so cool. Oh, dude, I need this so much. I need this so much. You guys know from watching me, I constantly lose my car, my airplanes, my tanks, all the time. I would very much like this, actually. This would be something I'd spotlight for sure. Actually, where's my corpse thing would be amazing too. Shane's electric pulls back to my car. The problem with me is I usually don't hit stuff that often, but I end up just like leaving it somewhere and then completely forgetting where I left it. I mean, this would be awesome. I don't see. Well, they said it's a proof of concept, so there's no actual mod for it yet. I don't believe. That is super cool, though. It works. It ain't stupid, right? Oh dear God. What kind of track hell is this? Oh my goodness. This looks like... Wow. I mean, I think their signaling's fairly solid, but that track is just like... Damn. It's 4 a.m. I woke up after passing out playing Factorio, so I haphazardly walked downstairs to get a drink. I returned to my computer, not even surprised I passed out. Yeah, I am looking at a screen that's different from what I last remembered. I was on purple science, and now apparently there's yellow. Also, my blue chip layout looks so much better. Did I just sleep myself? Sleep game myself into the future? I don't know, but I can't sleep, so back to it. Oh my gosh. Oh man, that's hilarious. Oh no, what have I done? Yikes. Is that like rotationally symmetrical? Oh, it's a swastika. Right. I can see better actually in this than I can in the big image. Oh, geez. New mod, Ribbon Maze. Geez. Can you imagine building in this? That would actually be super interesting to build in. Because you could like stick little factories and stuff in these pockets and these dead ends and then run track through. That would actually be really cool. The more I think about it. No longer buy Factorio instead because of the Steam store being priced. That's obviously came before the one above where they now can. Made a huge island with one bridge connecting to the mainland. No biters allowed. Dude, this is so cool. Is this like a mod that's customizing this shrubbery, these doodads? This looks far more shrubbish than normal. Yeah, like all in here. This is super cool. I love what they've done with this and all the detail. It's gotta be a mod, right? Let's see. Hello? Can I scroll? Okay. Browser? That is so cool. I really love it when people put this much detail into like parts of their factory just for aesthetics. Butter-fueled wood-burning stove. Oh my goodness. That's hilarious. Just a simple normal wall this time, I said as I hit the generate map button. Oh my god, the spaghetti belts, why? Why the spaghetti belts, dude? I can't make standard types of models for some reason. I always end up with something like this. It's massively inefficient, but everything gets made. I'm working on making it better. I mean, if it works, then it works, and that's fine, right? It ain't stupid if it works. Release of the thing I made. What's this again? Huh? Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, this is, so picker pipe tools. Okay, this would be worth checking out. Maybe I should spotlight this. That's supposed to make fluid handling with pipes much better. Orphan finder, pipe cleaner. Wow, okay, so I may put this on my list to spotlight. This looks really cool. I would definitely recommend checking this out if you want some pipe management mod. Experiencing a problem with the game. In the game sometime last week and ran into this bug. It seems that having installed my Windows PC makes my weekend disappear. Oh man, all these posts. Dude, where's my car? Part 2. I almost like the other version better, where it's just like a continuous dotted line. This person has a different opinion. I like this one is far less cluttery and interfering with your screen, but I think the other one was a lot easier to follow where you're actually trying to get to. But I mean, this is still pretty straightforward. This one is a lot less cluttery. It's much more clean. I think I can say that I'm past the starter base stage now. Yeah, that's, wow. 7.7k a minute. Holy hell. That's ridiculous, dude. Is this a belt base, I wonder? That would be absurd if that's a belt base. They gotta be running at like 20 UPS. NASA discovers my world. In 1,000 years, they will see my cry for help. Send nudes. Ah. Oh my gosh. My own green circuit factory. Nice. I like what they've done with mixing modules. If you don't have the ability to, I'm a little confused as to why half of this is beacon and half isn't, but yeah, it's a little puzzling. Maybe they just ran out of beacons or something, but this is really cool. I really like seeing the creativity of people's builds. Necessarily complicated, yes. Friday facts, of course. An AA mode between peaceful and non-peaceful would be great, like never attacking starting area. I think this is really a good point. I do feel like they did add a ton of settings for the enemies a while ago. I think it was with version 15 or 16. I don't remember. But there's a ton of new settings, but I think this is still something that's lacking. It's like what this person's saying. So the game is pretty boring without biters, but early game is a bit tense with them, at least for me. My suggestion is a mode that makes biters only get aggressive from sources of pollution outside the starting area. This way, early game in your starting zone can be sheltered with limited supplies, work through certain tech, be ready for a harsher world while biters are evolving. Once you step foot into outside of the starting area and place your first source of pollution, whether train or miner or whatever, they can get aggressive from them and their attack can carry on to your starting area. I feel like a setting between peaceful mode and non-peaceful mode would be really good for this. That would be really nice. Ubi doesn't show up in the list for best publisher nomination. This is trash. I should say best developer, not best publisher. That is true. From that FAQ, so the developer will need to set up this Steam. I really hope Ubi sees this and sets up. And set up developer page right this minute. We want to do it probably later. Yeah, so this ties into the Friday facts where they discuss why they're not going to set up a page right now for the best publisher best developer nomination. So I think that's why we should choose one of these other ones, like the most fun with the machine, or I'm not quite sure what the other ones are. We'd have to look, but definitely kind of congregating our votes together would be good. Like I said, I think last year they were like split, which kind of messed things up. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. Some pretty cool stuff. Definitely some really interesting, intriguing upcoming mod stuff for sure. I always love seeing these like 3D printed creative design things. Some interesting builds as always too. And I think that's going to do it, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave your thoughts below. And until next time, I look forward to seeing you all, and do take care.